and welcome back to the Two Norries podcast. I am your co-host, and this is James, my co-host. Today we have a very, very, very special Four guests. There's 4 guests here.
4 guests, but 2 special guests.
Yeah, 2 very, very special guests. 2 of them are the children of a very, very good friend of mine, Ross O'Connor, who sadly passed away a few years ago. But his 2 kids and their uncle Roy and Gary from the Cabin in Knocknaheedy are here tonight to talk about a production that they're all at the moment, which is Below in the Black Market. Before I introduce everybody to you, this event is going to be an event where Ross's music, all his songs that he wrote and sung from various artists down through the years, are all going to be on one CD. And all the funds for this will be donated to 3 charities. One is a charity that Roy has chosen. What's the name of it, Roy? Adam Croí.
Yeah.
The other is the Cabin in Knocknaheedy that Gary's involved in. And the other one is the Life Centre, which James is very familiar with.
Yeah.
So before I pass you over to the 2 lads, we have Coben, we have Cara, Roy, and we have Gary. So Coben, tell us a little bit about yourself and the music that you're at above in the cabin.
Coben. I'm 11. I live in Knocka.
Hey, you should say that with pride.
Is that all you have to say? Yeah.
What are you? Are you a rapper or singer? Or do you play
rapper and singer.
Yeah. Do you play any music, instruments?
No.
Fair, do you know what? Well done, that's loads anyway. What about you, Cara?
Hi, I'm Cara, and I'm 16, and I'm also from Knocknaheedy, born and raised. This place called Croí Park's where we spend our days. But yeah, so I make music. I'm a singer-songwriter from the Kabin Studio, best studio in all of Cork City, I think, anyway. Facts. But yeah, that's about it. Just love making music.
I know your dad is a great musician. Mm-hmm. So does it run in the family?
I say so, since 2 of us love it.
What about you, Roy?
No. I'm an organiser.
He's a good tap dancer.
But are you organising it, Roy?
Yeah. I'm organising with Gary here.
Tell us a little bit.
What can people expect on the day?
There's loads of bands now coming down. There's 2 bands coming from Dublin. Emily 7. There's Donna B. There's Corey Power from Cork, you've used following as well.
Yeah.
There's who else is there now? There's the Cabin crew are going. There's a few local singers as well. There's Brickley as well. Dylan Brickley as well is there. Miles Gaffney is there.
Yeah. Norries.
There's a lot of local singers then as well, people that we know from our groups, and they're good singers and good at getting crowds going.
Yeah. So before we want to Gary to talk about his side, tell us what this actually means to you. Tell us what what we're doing and what it means to you.
Yeah. Well, how it unfolded, we found the CD that we didn't know Ross had, and all the songs were recorded onto the CD, and they started off with the songs, listening to the songs, and everyone was blown away. So I made a couple of copies for the family, gave out a couple of copies to the family, and they were saying, that's amazing, you should do a couple. So I knew that Cara and Coben were involved in the cabin. So I says, I'd normally try to get a few and just push out a few, sell a couple and donate the money to Gary in the cabin, because the work that Gary does is just absolutely amazing, like up there.
Yeah.
And so I says, we'll try to do 1,000 CDs, and we raised 10,000 out of $10 each. So I come up to Gary and put it across to Gary anyway. Jeez, he jumped on it anyway, but this man is absolutely gifted, and his drive and willpower to drive on, get anything going, like he was driving me on. I was driving. There were some nights there we were up to 11, 12, and it just spiraled in, like. So then we got them to write a song. They wrote a song, I Got Your Back, and it's about that they got one of those backs, like with all that happened with their dad and things, and fighting and arguing and stuff, and how they still have their backs even though they fight and argue. And they put their dad's voice through the song as well, so the 3 were singing the song together, and Carol does Fast Carolyn as well, and Coben does his own song about Levitating. But I was talking with you, Timmy, and I went down to ask me to go to see Dan down in the Cork Life Centre. And I went down to him, you said, will I donate like over $10,000, donate like 1,000 or something? And I says, I think we should go down and talk. And so I went down and I met with him. What a very nice man to see him. I think it was Gary, like what he's putting back to the community, like just giving back to kids, helping, and there's all walks of life, like, and he's just helping them all one by one, all one-to-one, getting them all their junior sorts of leaving sorts, and like then he's putting all like art side and music, and I was just when I left there, I was just so taken back. I was so blown away. I said, I have to raise another 10,000 for there. So I was kind of half afraid to go back to Gary then, like, you know, so I jumped to Gary, and remember that project there, yeah, will we do another 1,000 CDs? I thought, he'd be freaking out. Yeah, like something, yeah, not a bother, let's do it. How are we going about it? I mean, the enthusiasm is unbelievable. And so that was grand. So we started putting the tracks, every song had to be put in and put up, and just 25 songs on it, like, and so we went from there. And as that was going on, then Paul McCartney, my buddy there, he has a Hello My Friend retreat up in Anam, Croí, and when we were up there, we were at the retreat, and it was a very intimate, powerful retreat, like, and we were all getting charged up, and at the very end of it, like, I've seen what Austin does for people. He takes people in there, like, and when he takes them in, he recharges them. They could be from all walks, like drink, drugs, they're just their head gone, you know, and he brings them back from scratch and charges them back up, their bodies, energies, meditating, and just shows you how to go back into life, you know, and he's putting families back together up there, like even people I know as well, you know.
And that's and he actually does that of the goodness of his heart. He doesn't charge people, you know.
He has a donation box at the door, and you just go up and you can stay there. And it's a mind-blowing place. Like, he's all his own, like, water and the views, and they grow all their own fruit, and they put everything clean back into your body. And after I was buzzed up, and at the end of it, like, I said, this is amazing. Like, I was like, that was one of my goals. I was going to have to raise another 10,000 for this place, right? And when I finished it, like, I was, I have to go back down to Gary, you know, it was up in Rio. I have to go back down to Gary here and tell him we're raising another 10,000. Because he dive on to me, like, you know. And went down to me, and I was like, right, with the thought, but that's it. No, he says, like, you know, like, we leave it at that.
So what we'll just get on to Gary. Gary, what does the Kabin bring to Knocknaheeny as a community, and what do you actually do up there?
Yeah, so the cabin, it's essentially it's a prefab cabin, literally a cabin converted, repurposed into a music studio, but a kind of a creative space, a safe space where we allow young people to kind of express themselves, like whether they're like the youngest that we'd have up there would be like 8 or 9, and we'd have people then in their 30s or 40s who'd be tutors there, but we've young adults there as well attending workshops, but it's mainly based around rap and hip hop. That's how it kind of started. That's the core of it. It's a place where rappers can go to write songs.
Yeah.
But it's kind of grown a lot more than that. So it's songwriters, singers. They do text-based workshops where they do a bit of like 3D modeling and design. There's podcasts. There's a podcast group as well that Cara is involved in.
Brilliant.
So you've a bit of a rival there, a Northside podcast rival. Yeah. But so, and even there's a bit of acting that goes on there. We've a couple of really talented actors that would have come out of the cabin there that would have gotten parts in like the Young Offenders and short movies and things like that. So basically it's a hub for creative young people from the north side, not just Knocknaheeny, but from all around Cork City. And we also we're linking up more now with like young people from the migrant community, like in Cork Migrant Centre. One of the girls there now in particular was involved in a recent project again that Cara and her friends were involved in, called Mishnock. Work with some young people from the travelling community and the Roma community as well. So it's growing, especially in the last like 2-3 years. Like we've been, I think with lockdown, it kind of gave me more time to kind of focus more energy into the cabin, focus more energy into my work in Cork as well, and get more funding to kind of make the place a bit more sustainable and to make sure that it'll be there for years to come. And when it gets to the point where we need to maybe change building, that we will have enough people and enough resources and enough backing behind us to actually say, okay, let's build a permanent cabin, you know what I mean? So like 10-15 years ago, it was a
doctor's, wasn't it? Or was it like a Citizens Information Centre?
We still have the sign up there as Citizens Information Centre, which was just there temporarily.
That's right. Yeah.
So we've been keeping it going. Like I got a set of keys from the Cork ETB, Dennis Barrett, who was working in the Cork ETB at the time. Right, he gave a set of keys to me through Music Generation Cork City. And so it just kind of went from strength to strength there, and we've great people involved in the place.
Great work being done. I just want to ask one question. When are we getting an invitation to go on your podcast, Cara?
Oh.
I mean, to be honest, now we're still trying to we're just after getting the place a bit renovated up now, because during the summer and during lockdown and stuff, we were like, this cabin now, like, it's alright, but it could be well better now. Yeah. So then I came in and I renovated a lot of it.
Tell them about the kitchen. Tell them how that came about.
So a couple of weeks ago, it was on like a Saturday or Friday, just a random day, and me and my friend Rosaline in the cabin, we were just like, we need to do something with the kitchen. Like, we'd done all the rest of the rooms and they're all nice and colourful and all of this stuff, and we were like, the kitchen looks very boring there, doesn't it? So we were like, Gary, can we do something with that kitchen, because that's not on. And he was like, yeah, go on, if you want to do it tomorrow you can. So me and a couple of the girls from the Mishnock project, we renovated like the entire kitchen. Like, we painted the walls, we changed the floors, we changed the countertops in the kitchen, like spray painted the table, and we just did a load of stuff inside the kitchen. We all had it done in like 12 hours in like the one day. So I was very fun.
Bringing renovations down home, top DIY team.
Timmy, you're going to be put out of business.
Yeah, I'm definitely out of business.
Revive me is gone.
Yourself and Coben are going to sing at the event.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us a short preview of what you're going to sing? Or am I putting you in the spot?
Shouldn't I do it for the Got Your Back? Alright.
Do sure.
Or you can do Levitating, or whatever one you're comfortable with.
Got most of mine.
Ginger's Got Your Back?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Sometimes I look back at that day when you came to this world, my life was not the same. Sometimes we don't see eye to eye, but baby bro, I hope you know I'm by your side. Even when we fight, I'll wreck your head and you wreck mine. I might wreck your head till the end of time. I'll wreck your head and you wreck mine, but still I got your back for the rest of our lives. For the rest of our lives.
Even though you bug me, I know you love me, so I'll always be by your side.
I know I wreck your
Head and you wreck mine, but still I got your back till the end of time. So forget what I said in all those past fights, except when I called you dope last night. I'm only messing, but you called me a sausage. That's why I took your phone out your pocket.
Drop it, there'll be a fight, so avoid it.
I want to flush your head down the toilet. Sorry, I say things that I don't mean. I just want you as a friend like you and Sophie. But siblings fight, that's a part of life. We've been through the storm, so that's why we write. I wreck
your head and you wreck mine. I might wreck your head till the end of time. I'll wreck your head and you wreck mine, but still I got your back for the rest of our lives. For the rest of our lives.
Even though you bug me, I know you love me, so I'll always be by your side.
We fight, we get better, but we'll get through all of those tough times together. We fight, we get better, but we'll get through all of those tough times together.
So basically,
brilliant.
Listen, do not miss the black market anyhow. Do not miss the black market on the 12th.
Yeah, the 1st of May.
The
1st of May. We'll all be there. Me, Timmy, everybody here. Yeah. We're trying to raise 30 grand, 10 grand for 3 great causes. The Cabin, Anam, Croí, and Dan down the Life Centre. Yeah. There's going to be plenty of music, entertainment. Bring the family, the dogs, the whole lot. Black market down by the marina. Just
before we do move on, right, just tell us a little bit about what entertainment's going to be there for people.
It's going to be for the kids now. There'll be you can bring your dog. There'll be little dog competitions every hour. There'll be a photo booth for the kids. There'll be face painting. There'll be balloon making. There'll be TikTok video making. What else now?
Fire breeders.
What is it? Oh, there's a fire breeder coming down as well, breeding fire, and there'll be a little jumble sale as well.
There'll be food and there'll be draws.
Load of food.
Magician.
There'll be a magician as well. John Carney's the magician. There'll be the food.
Oh, John was on the podcast there a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he's brilliant. So
and there'll be spot prizes.
Spot prizes. There's going to be raffles with tickets. We'll spin the wheel as well, and a bit of sponge throwing.
And this is
with all the music as well.
Like the funding that's raised for this will go into the communities within the city, and it'll help all these different organisations to keep helping people and give them the help that they require. With Gary up in the cabin, the lads in Mayo, and
Dan Blow
and Dan in the Cork Life Centre, who they badly needs funding as well. So we'll all be there, and
we'll have a right old crack. We'll have a right old crack.
We'll do a small little podcast or whatever. We can do a little bit of an audio on the stage or whatever with Paul or the kids or whoever. So don't miss it. Don't miss it, everybody. And listen, James, finish.
It was great to have the two of you on. I'd love to be on your podcast, and I'd love to have you on our podcast. Maybe, Gary, we can organise that.
We'll make a booking, all right?
Definitely.
We've learned a lot now from being here, so we've been taking notes.
If you ever need any help, guidance, or information, just pick up the phone. We'd be happy to call up to you for a couple of hours.
We're actually being interviewed by them on the 12th.
We plugged that another day. We plugged that another day. We'll keep the light on the 1st of May, and we'll drive on after that. There's too many things to be plugging, but thanks for coming. Do you know what? It's a real honour for me and Timmy to have a space like this where we can bring down people like yourselves and showcase something like this. So it's great, and it was great to be an isn't it? Honestly, no, like.
Absolutely brilliant.
You see you later.
Thanks so much. Thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.